Good morning, my phalanx. How are you? We're going to have an energy strawberry. I'm going to cut back to 2 of these a day. Just this one and then the one I put in the big one. Ooh. All right. So today is cardio and recovery day. So we're going to drink this, then we're going to get on the floor for a little bit and get some, get the first part of this in, which is the ground workout. So we got planks later in the day. We're going to get our planks in later, but we're going to do our negative push-ups, our assisted push-ups, our decline assisted push-ups, and when we get to the park, we're going to do incline push-ups on the bench, along with some dips. So I know that's not really cardio, but that is kind of strength training. But it's kind of like when they say in boot camp that boot camp, only 20% of it is physical, but it feels like 100% of it is physical, because 100% of it is physical because you're getting beat up every day by a drill instructor. Or is that just me? Anyway, before we start the day, I want to talk to y'all about something. And I want to go back. I want to kind of clarify something I said yesterday, because I probably came off as a bit of a jerk when I said this. When people from my 600-pound life pass away, they did what they had to do. They did what they had to do to try to prolong their life. Unfortunately, getting that big does irreparable damage, that irreversible damage, whichever one. That just because you lose the weight doesn't mean certain things doesn't pop up. And I think that's something that people don't really understand, is that, yeah, congratulations, you lost the weight. You did what you were supposed to do, but you may have done it a little too late. You may have done it a little, like, like, number one, the human body is not meant to be that big, and while you may be metabolically okay at a certain moment in a snapshot, that long is not a good thing. The way it makes your heart do double, sometimes triple the work to push blood to every part of your body, that's not normal. So even if I died 2 years from now, which I hope not, let's knock on some wood, I can't get mad, and I don't want anyone else to get mad, because, hey, there was years I was shoveling a 4-piece of Popeyes in my mouth for lunch, 2 sub sandwiches, footlongs for dinner, and breakfast was truck stop hot dogs. If you knew me when I worked for this company, when I was a local driver, you would know where I was stopping every day for gator tails. Where I was stopping in the morning, first thing in the morning, when we would go to the port for fried chicken, a 5-piece of fried chicken. And those 5 pieces were like $7.50. And then you add like a Coke to that. So before breakfast, I probably had 2,000 calories. So I can't get mad at life for saying, let's go. But I will do everything to prolong or reverse as much damage as I can, knowing that I can't reverse all damage. I can only reverse some of it, you know. But, you know, when someone passes like that, it's always sad, especially when they did all the work they had to do in order to prolong their life, so they can see grandkids and a better life. So that's always sad. And even if it is a person who they got on your nerves on the show, and it's like, ugh, you still hate to see people pass away, you know. And I hate seeing the comment, oh, good, this person deserved. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You know, I mean, they didn't deserve that. I mean, I would understand if they went out here and did something foolish, like, you know, mess with little kids, and then the cops did something to them. Yeah, you deserve that. But, you know, we all deserve a pretty good life, you know, but you got to work for it as well. It's work. So part of it for me is I'm probably going to have a bad back forever. You know, I don't know how much of that is reversible. I mean, I know taking the weight off does help. You know, I haven't had that many chest pains in a while. So it does probably think that losing some of the weight does help. The only thing that sucks now is I got loose man boobs. They're not as full anymore, but they're still there. So that might be a loose skin surgery thing right there. We still gotta lose a lot of stomach, but I don't really care for 6-pack abs. I just care for not a whole lot of flab, you know. And it's funny because people see me in these videos who knew me back then, and they'll be like, Brandon, you've lost a lot of weight. And I'll be looking at myself in this camera like, no, I didn't. And that's body dysmorphia right there. It's where, yes, you see some of the people on the show Skin Tight, the My 600 Pound Life, not the Where Are They Now, but the people who did the work. You'll see them say it like, I did the work, but I still got this reminder of my past life. And while it is sad, it's still commendable, because having loose skin that's a first world problem right there. Then again, being that big is a first world problem too. But that's a true first world problem. But I understand how the psychologics of that could weigh on you, because it can. Because it's like you did all this hard work, but now you got to kind of, and I do it too. You know, you like, you know. But I always look at it as a battle victory. I look at it as a battle scar. Like, hey, you know what? I get to have this loose skin because I put the work in. I get to have this. Now we just got to fill it out with muscle. We got to fill it out with muscle so I can kind of do that, you know. I can't really do it, but, you know, you kind of do the thing where it just kind of, and it'd just be kind of funny. But we got to get to that point, though. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, finish this. And once we're finished with this, we'll get some groundwork in. Like I said, we got the decline assisted push-ups. We got the negative push-ups. We're going to do those this morning, but we'll get into our high to lows this afternoon. We'll do those and the forearm planks this afternoon. We're not going to do those today. Those this morning. We'll do them this afternoon, because when we get to the park and we're doing laps, I want to do incline push-ups and dips, so we can get those in. So let me get this finished. Let me get this started, and I will talk to you after. Okie dokie, slow pokey. So, like I said, we got this morning. So the first thing we got this morning bag of beans I have no clue what I'm going to do with. Put them right there. So, this morning we're going to do decline assist. We're going to do negative push-ups. What else did I say we were going to do? Okay. Okay. Negative push-ups. You know, don't you just love it when you forget what you say you're going to do simply because you simply can forget? You gotta love it. Well, I guess since I don't know what else we're going to do, we're not going to do anything. We'll just sit here and do nothing. Because I don't want to do any plank work right now, because that's going to be for later. All plank work will be later on. So today we're going to do forearm plank along with the high and lows. So there's that. But I know I said we're going to do something else. Actually, let me do this. Let me stop this right now, and we're going to look at what I said we're going to do, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so the third one it wanted me to do was the plank climbs. Now, it really wants me to do these in the afternoon. I'll go charge it real quick. But I want to get these out of the way now. So what we're going to do is, instead of doing the climbs right now, what we'll do is we'll throw in something else like glute bridges, which I know isn't really the same thing, but it is kind of the same thing. And in between each, what we'll do is we'll probably do like clamshells and leg lifts, so we can see how many we can get done. Now, clamshells is one of those things that, you know, isn't really that hard, but it is hard because Jesus Christ, it does light up my it lights up my hips. But at the same token, I think, you know, the better we can get now, the more we can save later. I'm at the vacuum again. And I'm going to pack a little bit of something for when we get ready to eat later on. I'll probably do like a banana, one of those things of whatever. All right. So we are going to one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay. So we got 10 negative push-ups. We'll get the rucking done in a minute. Well, not really rucking. All right, bridges. As you know, glute bridges, we hold for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, got 8 of those. Man, that really does mess up. That really does feel kind of what the fuckish. But that's sometimes what you need, right? Is what the fuckish. And now with that said, sheesh. All right. So next, we'll go ahead and get the push-ups in. So I think today, in this video, anybody think I should do a Q&A Thursday? Since we're getting ready to lose Reliving the War. Anybody think I should do a Q&A? I would love to, but I'm not sure of the questions. And trust me, the questions I currently get, it keeps saying somebody likes me, but they're being shy. And it's like, look, number one, the answer is no. No matter what. Number two, the answer is no. No matter what. Unless your name is Megan Thee Stallion or Tim's, the answer is no. Okay, let's get the climb push-ups in. Man, that does light up your back. All right, some water. Try to get this down before we leave out. Okay, 9. We got 9. We got 9. So we broke the 9. All right. Let's try for some leg raises. We're going to try this variation. just to see how many we can get. So, oh, okay. Ouch. That hurts your back.
Time, 10 minutes,
Shut
0
up.
seconds.
Okay, so we got 3 leg raises. That does hurt your back a little bit. First it felt good. I don't know how high you're supposed to come up. I was trying to go all the way up. So we're going to call that 3, even though that's not one of the things. That was just a rest. Just to give the arms a little bit of a chance to recover. So here's what I want to do. I want to get some knee strikes, and then we're going to do the second set of negative push-ups, just to give the arms a little bit more of a chance to rest before we get, not negative, decline assisted push-ups, so we could just kind of fry those muscles out today. So let's get the strike of the knees. We're gonna get the strikes of the knees, folks. I did take my little Tylenol, my bear. Should I call it Tylenol? It's not Tylenol. And this arm feels weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All right. We can get back on the bed. Yeah, I'd rather get these out of the way than anything. So at least, because the negatives aren't that bad. It's these that get a little horrible. All right, so we're going to walk ourselves out. Okay, 6, 6, 6. All right, let's get the glute bridges, shall we? Get these glute bridges. 4 count. 12 of those. All right, let's go for the negative push-up, shall we? Because negative push-ups shall always be a cool thing to do. Let's see if we can. We got 10. Let's see if we can at least see how many we can get. Okay. 3. That was a sharp decline. All right. Let's get some side leg lifts in. Actually, let's get some chair stands. Ooh. Water. Okay. When you do these, keep your core tight and try not to lean too far to get up. And that's part of the reason why I do these like this, especially. So I do watch my videos back when I'm editing, i.e. throwing them all together to see what I'm doing. And the beautiful thing is having a mirror, you can see what you're doing. Let me go ahead. We're going to finish this water, and then we'll get out on the track, and we'll get some more done. Like I said, I do want to get some inclines, and I want to get some, inclines, and then we'll get some bench dips. So we'll get those as soon as we get out there. It is kind of cold out here, but it's not that cold out here. So what we have today is, they did ask me to come in to do a little bit of hour of volunteer work. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and do that later. But right now, we're going to go ahead and get home. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get home, get a little cooking in, and then after we cook, we'll get our workout in. And if they still need me, I'll go in and get my whatever in. But I might go in right now, see what they need, because if they need it right now and I can just get it over with, I can. But let's go ahead. No, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go up ahead, get up there, see what they need. That way, if we can just knock it out right now, great. But then we can get home, get the cooking, get something to eat, get our workout in, get a little bit more food in, and we can call it a day for now. So let's go ahead. Don't ask me why. I'm just doing this. But I made that rigatoni with some spaghetti sauce, diced tomatoes, and cheese. And I added some egg. is it ever really that great, or is it like just what people make it? And I added some eggs to take up some of that grease from the some of that grease. Well, it never really games are never really what we think they are. They're always something's always missing. So see how these can. I did good on this one. And the meat is actually a breakfast sausage. You make a fair point. You actually do. I can't knock you on that one. But once again, there's never going to be a game that we're never always going to agree on everything as y'all as gamers and me as a mobile gamer. We're never going to agree. But, it's like at least make it decent enough for the money. That's all I'm asking. Make it decent. He's not going to. This is coming from a guy who won't even respond to me. You do not respond to my stuff. I call you out every video. I call you out every single video, and you never respond to me, Mr. Vigilante. Why don't you respond to me one day? Go ahead. It's not called clout chasing, sir. It's called I'm issuing a challenge and you need to respond to me, Mr. Vigilante. If it wasn't for Black Spartan, you would not have Angry Vigilante. Okay, you know what? That's just fucked up. Number one, no, don't you ever call me a Persian ever again. Number two, how did you even know that connection? Yeah, but how did you know the Persian number one, fuck you. Okay? That's number one. Fuck you. I don't care. How dare you know history like that? How dare you know my history like that, sir? Yes. And okay, so tell me exactly where Vigilante Land is, sir. You're not from you're not a vigilante. You bought a mask. That's all you did was you bought a fucking mask. What makes you a vigilante? I want to hear this. Sir, you are not a vigilante. You are a dweeb. I know you hear me.
I'm ignoring you.
Do not ignore me. You are not a vigilante, but I am a Black Spartan.
But is that why you put the Spartan part was because of the movie 300?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Well,
and it didn't take me long to figure it out.
Well, how about since you're so excellent friend, why don't you sing to your best friend here to make my day so much better?
You want me to sing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. So you only make your best day? Okay, fine. I am sorry not be a you would be a Spartan. You would have been that Spartan, that hunchback Spartan that wanted to join and got turned down.
Sir, I asked you to sing to me, fucker.
What? I said you were a Spartan.
No, I don't want you to tell me I'm a Spartan. I know I'm a Spartan. I mean, everyone that looks at me can tell I'm a Spartan. You know, I lift heavy buckets. I do cool
Spartans
stuff.
didn't have bald heads like you.
You don't know what they had.
They died by the time they hit that age. That's right. I said it.
Sir, if you are really my friend, then you will sing to me, and it will make me feel so much better.
My memories all alone in the moonlight. There you go. Is that better?
No, that was actually horrible.
Well, for sure. He said,
Alrighty.
I'm going to get at least 2 or 3 nuts because I know that.
Well, I did already have one serving of this beautiful food.
How much y'all want? Because I know it's like over 200 for both of us.
I'm gonna go ahead. I know I said we wouldn't.
Next week will be 140.
And hydrate strawberry and watermelon, and then we'll cut back to
Maybe
2 tomorrow.
He said, well, how about 160? And I said, we do 180. He said, going to do 160 for me because I'm going to have to get gas. And I said, that was for both of us.
Make sure we get all of that out.
And then he asked for a small picture. And then he asked again, is that 160 for both of y'all? I said, yes. And that's pretty much what we call it up to us.
You should, again, this is considering
Sorry. So, yeah, I was on the phone with my boy, Mr. Angry Vigilante from the land of Vigilante. And this actually turned out so beautiful.
Yeah.
But this is going to be my last for the day of this.
Oh, okay. But as soon as he lets us know that he's close, we got it.
So he's supposed
But,
to be on the
ooh, hot.
All right.
The beautifulness of this is how the breakfast sausage is hot, but it's not really that spicy or anything like that. There's no real bite to it, but it does flavor the tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes. But here's the thing I keep forgetting to do, and I keep kicking myself every time I do it. It tells you to take at least a half cup of that starchy water.
Found it okay? Yeah.
And I forget to do that.
It was right here door. How are you? Good.
So, we're going to have to remember to do it next time. So what we're going to do is we're going to eat this. This is our last serving, and then we'll wrap up later. But we are going to get our second workout in.
But apparently he decided he wasn't okay.
No Valentine's Day flowers, huh? I need you to sit right over there. No, sir, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. Let him go. Gotta run.
He jumps back into his running vehicle and speeds off.
So, let's eat, watch some To Catch a Predator, and we'll get into our workout in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in. So,
You know you could be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in
turn this down. So, what we got today, this afternoon, is 4 planks We got forearm planks and we got plank climbs. But we're also going to add in, I can take this off since we're not going to use it. We're going to do forearm planks, plank climbs, and I think we could add in some Spartan knee strikes as well. It's not a problem. So, there's a missing boy in Boulder, Colorado. That's so sad. Why are so many people missing as of late? Like, what's going on in this world that people are coming up missing? Well, if the first thing you ever ask someone is, "Are you Chris Hansen?" You know you messed up. Wait, hold on. Why is a video of mine blocked in some territories? It's been blocked on one territory. Wait, day 21. What the fuck? Are you serious? Content owner WWE. Isn't that always beautiful? Okay. So, we got that out of the way. And we understand that WWE is going to block everything I ever do because it is WWE. We can get on to the very first thing, which is forearm planks. Ready? Set. Oh, okay. 39 seconds, 39.21. Okay. So, $39.31. I want to try something for the next one. Smells like gunpowder. All right, let's get our leg lifts in. Yeah, do it like that. We're not doing, but we're going to get these in. Probably would be a lot better if I didn't go all the way down. After a little bit of tension. Out of the way. Let me see. This might be a little bit of a cheat. Just a little bit. We're going to clear. Go to audio. See if we can find our music. All right. Let's see if this works out. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, we just find out it doesn't work out. Actually, before we do that, we're going to get a little bit of a stretch in. Just a little gentle stretch for the back. Kind of flush out a little bit that lactic acid. All right. Ready? Just a little bit of a cheat. Let's see what happens. It worked. It worked. It worked. 52:21. What I'm listening to is Study Hard by Shushu Bobo. That is wild. Okay, so let's get our Spartan knee strikes in. Now we got high to low. So let's get some water in this real quick. All right, let's go. 1, 2. Okay. Nope. 2 pump chump. Sorry. That sucks. Let's try something. Yeah, I know this is going to be kind of like cheating, but I know it is cheating. Okay. 33:03. All right. I mean, compared to yesterday's 33:62 and 50:41, that's not bad. Okay. So we're going to try one more time. And I know this is going to be stupid. Actually, we're going to get clamshells in first. So. I was just going to see if we could do it a second time. We're going to see if we can get another thing in of. And actually, study hard is my let's see if we can get another set in of those plank climbs. All right, let's try something real quick. Where the hell is this shit coming from? All right, let's try this real quick. Ready? Nope. Nope. Zero. 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 I couldn't even. I'm sorry. So let's get in. Let's see if we can get in some decline push-ups real quick. Let's see if we can get a set of those in at least. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I smoked myself way too hard. And man, I thought maybe if we took this away, it might do something. Nah, didn't do anything. But that's fine. It's part of the grind. Whew. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So we got 8 right there. We got 8. Let's try another set of, let's try some, I'm sorry, those really wiped me out. So we're above 50 seconds on both high plank and forearm plank. That is dope. So let's do one more set of push-ups of get a little stretch. Give yourself a stretch, folks. Shake out your arms. It's okay. Shake them out. Shake those arms out. My newest has 16 views. Let's just get one more. Let's get one more set in. Whew. Oh, what a day. Why do we do this stuff? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. 6. 6. All right. Let's get in. So let's get in some cheer stands real quick. My legs are just absolutely fried right now. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get cleaned up. And I'll see you for wrap up. All right. Get water. Pour in another water. I got my up in that shake. That's really good. for it being a kid shake. And we got our peanut butter.
So, get our calories.
We're at a little bit over 13,000 steps for the day. This will be about 22 to 2,400 calories. Always look for a restaurant. Even though we make everything at home and we know that the food is not that high in calories, I still mark it a little bit higher. So we can account for all calories. You don't ask me why I do it like that. I just do it like that. It's better to mark over and actually be under than it is to mark under and you're way over. Because then you're sitting here wondering why you're gaining weight. Now, I do understand that, you know, a banana, peanut butter, and a kid shake. Like, bro, what are you, 12? Yes. And I'm still waiting for Snick to come back. I'm still waiting for Stickly to come back. I'm waiting on the new episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm still waiting on all that. To be totally honest with you, I'm still waiting on Dr. Dre to drop Detox. But tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow we have to get back with 300 Friday intermediate. We have to. We cannot make any more excuses. Oh, that was delicious. Alrighty, so that now we got all of that done. What? I don't know if I'm going to do a cheat meal this week. If I do a cheat meal, I'll do a 36-hour fast. If I don't do a cheat meal, I'm going to make a turkey, because I have a turkey down that I need to cook. But we won't do the fast because this won't count. But, yeah, if I do the turkey, I won't do a cheat meal. But we'll do the turkey. And I'll make like a little whatever. Because I do want to try some new recipes and stuff. Anyway. To all of you beautiful people, I will see you all tomorrow. Get some rest. It's going to be an early one. Peace.
It's so funny.
I'm smiling at work.
I'm picking on him now. I'm not picking on him. They got some shit going on.
Who, him and Al?
No. Yeah. You ain't just see that shit?
The shaky move?
I'm gonna use a professional. Shaq, commandeer El Camarero. He got 35 burpees.
Yo, stop smiling. Because I can only protect you for so long. I know you're gonna be sweating in a couple minutes if you don't stop that shit.
He's still smiling.
Hey, my guy's not smiling.
Shut up.
That's on me.